Hey everybody, it's Muffinator here, and welcome to our prep, or the first half of this prep slash battle video against Velocity, the coach of the Atlanta Flygons. So, this week, well, we're up against Velocity and his Atlanta Flygons. As of the recording of this video, the battle is yet to happen. It was supposed to happen, but it didn't. But we still have time, so don't fear. So for this week, we are again not bringing sand. This is a recurring theme, I feel, but you'll get used to it eventually, I imagine. So first up on our team, we have our amazing Electros, Batman's tool, running a very, very similar set to what we have run pretty much every week that we've brought him. Is just basic assault vest, bulky, max special attack. The only thing that's really different this time is our moveset. So, first off, when you're looking at this moveset, you notice he doesn't have a reliable stab. There's no T-Bolt. Why is that? Well, I was looking at his team. First off, only one Mon on his team gets hit super effectively by T-Bolt, and that is Tornadus. And every then everything else I just felt that I could hit better, like Rotom, Lycanroc, Roserade, not Komala. Like with the exception of Komala, King, and Mesprit, I felt like I had a different move on my set that I could bring that could hit them better. I just felt that T-Bolt A had too many resistances. Rotom, Roserade, Salamence, Caesar. Actually, I don't know. Does Caesar? I don't think Caesar actually resists electric, but still, and I just felt I had better ways to hit him. Yeah, I don't have a way to super effectively hit Tornadus, but chances are he's not going to want to stay in with Tornadus. He might, but yeah, Assault Vest to tank hits, because most everything he's going to be in with is going to be special, most likely. So then we brought Giga Drain for some self-sustain, and which allows him to actually hit Rotom. He can hit Lycanroc with this. That's about it. We've got Volt Switch for momentum, Flash Cannon, which is gonna hit Glaceon, Lycanroc, and mostly Mega Gardevoir. That's its main reason why it's there. Mega Gardevoir is weak to Steel, right? I'm fairly certain it is. I'm gonna double check myself though. Yeah, it is. Okay. That just, for some reason, I thought Psychic resisted Steel for a second, but it's the other way around. But then we got Flamethrower to hit Roserade, Glaceon again if it comes to that, and Caesar. That's the big one there. Caesar and Roserade really. So then next up we have Cupcake, which is just our Swampert, basic max HP defense build with leftovers. He's gonna be our primary rocker. He's got Toxic to set that up. Then he's got his stab move and Scald, and then Ice Beam because I think Ice Beam is gonna best. Earthquake. His team has a lot of. His team has 4 ground immunities total in Tornadus, Rotom, Salamence, and Mesprit. So like I did not want to bring Earthquake because he has so many ground immunities, and he doesn't have Mold Breaker. And even then, half of his ground immunities don't care about Mold Breaker. They just flat out ignore it anyways. So, and then we brought Ice Beam because Ice Beam's gonna hit those guys who originally were scared of or were not afraid of Earthquake at all because it's gonna hit Tornadus and really hit Salamence hard. So we're bringing that, and then plus Scald for some stat. Then we got Mr. Rossetti, our Excadrill, running Scarf, Mold Breaker, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Rock Slide. Then we've got this strange little IV spread. So max HP and 160 special defense. This spread allows him to tank a hit from a modest max special attack Mega Gardevoir with Focus Blast. because Mega Gardevoir kind of scares me just a little bit. So I want to have something that can kill her. Excadrill is able to, with this 96 speed plus Scarf, is able to outspeed a max speed Timid Mega Gardevoir, which is why we're running Adamant, because we don't have to have the speed to outspeed Gardevoir. And that's mainly his main job. He's also there to just clear any hazards if it ends up like that. And then he's got other coverage, Earthquake to hit Rotom, or Mesprit if he swaps in on Mesprit. Rock Slide to hit Tornadus and Salamence and such. But yeah, that's what we're bringing for him. Then we have Thomas the Steam Engine, which we're just running against choice specs. Bulky choice specs because he's not going to be outspeeding anything. His team is a lot faster than mine. He only has everything. It's fast. That's all I'm going to say. But we're running Steam Eruption, Fire Blast, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast, Steam Eruption for what's his name, Lycanroc, and also just General Stab. That's all Steam Eruptions. There are Fire Blast to hit Roserade, Glaceon, Caesar. We've got Sludge Wave for that Mega Gardevoir, and then we've got Focus Blast for those two normal types in the Glaceon. Yeah. I wish he had a nice move, but he doesn't, because then I'd be able to more reliably hit that Salamence. Then we're bringing Rock Candy, our trusty Deontay, special defense build, secondary Stealth Rocker, status cleanser, Moonblast, Diamond Storm. She's mostly here to deal with Salamence, or be a Salamence swap-in, switch-in. Will she do her job correctly? Who knows? We'll have to see. And then we're bringing our Celebi Cronian, just a mixed defensive, bulky Celebi, max HP, 88 defense, 148 special defense, 20 speed. Don't know if that's going to allow me to speed creep anything, but I was like, why not? We're bringing Recover, Giga Drain, U-Turn, T-Wave. I was a bit hesitant on Celebi because I wasn't sure exactly if she was going to be the best for this team. But I decided we'll bring her anyways, mostly to deal with Rotom. I want to have a reliable Grass Stab to take Rotom out, hopefully. So yeah, she has two forms of recovery, one in offensive recovery. I guess she has three forms of recovery because she's got leftovers too. And then she's got some momentum in U-turn, and then T-Wave hopefully will be able to cripple one of his sweepers or something. That's what I'm hoping. I could have run Stealth Rock, but I felt that free rockers on one team is a little bit ridiculous. So yeah, that's my plan to bring against Velocity and his Atlanta Flygons. I should have brought Flygon. That would have been funny. Oh well, we're not going to. So hopefully it goes well for me. It probably won't because, well, that's just usually how things go. But now let's cut over.
Okay, here we are at the battle against Velocity, and as you can see, he has brought Roserade, Caesar, Mega Gardevoir, Rotom Wash, Tornadus Farian, and Salamence. So, looking here, I felt this was probably the team he was going to bring. My team, like, this is basically what was most likely to come, so nothing really here that wasn't super unexpected. In terms of what I was thinking when I was going to start, so I was going to start with my Stealth Rocker this time. I felt, well, okay, I usually start with a Stealth Rocker, but this one was more like I know a Stealth Rocker will work. No, I wasn't going to start off with Deontay. I decided I was going to start with Swampert because I was positive he was not going to be opening with Roserade. I mean, it's possible because Roserade could be carrying spikes or toxic spikes, but I felt it wasn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, on his side of the field, Roserade would have been a good opener. But, you know. Yeah, so I end up opening with Swampert. And he opens with Caesar. And oh boy, Caesar was he was annoying this match. But so we go. He U-turns out. Nothing too big. Swaps into Tornadus. I get up Stealth Rocks. Here I decide, let's just swap straight into Electros, because that can tank a Hurricane. Luckily, though, he misses, so that was nice. He gets it here, doesn't deal anything. I just Volt Switch out. I really thought here he was going to switch. I didn't think he was going to stay in. Granted, Volt Switch is my best way to hit him, though, because I didn't run T-Bolt. But, yeah. That's just how it is, you know? But I was expecting him to switch. He didn't, though, so that was interesting. So I believe I go into Deontay here. Yep. Go into Deontay because Diamond Star, now he switches into our lovely friend Caesar. I swap into our Volcanion and he knocks off, and I was like, oh no, there goes my specs. But I'm like, that shouldn't be too much of a big deal. I mean, I should be able to kill them relatively easily. Like, if that makes any sense at all, but I'm really hoping to kill this Caesar as quickly as possible. But he swaps into Rotom Wash, and I Fire Blast. Now here, I probably could have made this call because I was thinking he's probably going to defog, but I was like, I don't want to risk it, you know. Like, what if he T-bolts me, like, I'm dead, right? And I don't want to lose Volcanion because he's one of my only people who might be able to kill Caesar along with, like, Electros. So I swap out into Electros. He does indeed defog. I could have, one thing that I wish I did, like, this could never be changed, but I wish I would have stayed in just to see if Volcanion could outspeed. I don't know if he could. I don't know how much speed investment he had, but we come in here. I just went for the easy kill. And so this I thought was really a good play. So he Sludge Bombs me, right? I Flamethrower. Now here I know Roserade outspeeds Electros. Like, she outspeeds. But this I thought was an amazing play on Velocity's part. So I'm thinking he's just going to Sludge Bomb me again, right? So I swap into Excadrill, and he gets that Leaf Storm off. And I was like, oh, that was a nice play. Like, I thought that was a great play. I don't know if he called me swapping to Excadrill, but if he did, good job. The only reason my Excadrill lived that is because he does have special defense, investment, and max HP to tank a Focus Blast from a Mega Gardevoir. Sadly, he's not able to tank Gardevoir anymore. Like, I won't be able to swap in on a Gardevoir to kill it. But that was an amazing play on his part, and if I did not have that special investment, he'd be dead right here. So since I'm Scarf, I killed Roserade off to an okay start. I was like, cool. Swap out. Don't want to risk anything. He had Heat Wave, got the burn off. That's not a big deal. That really just cancels out my leftovers, but I do have Heal Bell if I want to. I set up Rocks again, because why not? And we go into Volcanion. Thankfully, I was expecting him there to, like, knock off again, but instead he Roost, but because I was like, I bet Volcanion can take a knockoff because now he no longer has an item, right? So it's not going to deal that much damage. But he did Roost, so I get the Fire Blast. And here, this is something I kind of regret doing. So I was sitting there. I know it's Moxie Salamence because there was no Intimidate drop. And so I'm like, something's dying here. I'm fairly certain that something's going to die. I mean, I could have swapped into Deontay. That probably would have been the best play. But I do go ahead and sack off my Volcanion. I can say I regret this decision a lot. That could have been easily avoided. I bet Deontay could have tanked that. The reason I was scared is I was like, he might call the Deontay switch and hit me with a Steel Wing or some other super effective move. Mostly Steel Wing or Iron Tail is what I was afraid of. But I regret that so much. But he goes, he has HP Grass, it turns out. Thankfully, Cupcake tanks it, and I kill him with an Ice Beam. That scared me when I saw that super effect. I was like, oh, shoot. So Mega Gardevoir, I just sacked off Cupcake here. I was like, that one I don't regret. Like, I was looking at it, I was like, Swampert does nothing. Like, nothing else. He has Scald, which, who's that going to hit? Like, it can hit Gardevoir, Caesar, Tornado super effectively, but he's so low that he's going to die, and he's not going to outspeed him, obviously. Like, Swampert did his job. That was kill the Salamence. So good job, Swampert. So I go in here. Oh dear, this Via's Protect. And I was like, oh no. This is great, lovely. Oh my. So I got that nice crit. Not like it really matters against Rotom. So here, I swap out. He does defog. I wasn't risking it again. And here, I believe I T-Wave or U-turn. I U-turn, okay. So I U-turn to get out. We're back at the same spot. I know he's going to Protect, but I'm just like, kill it. Just kill the stupid thing. Just I don't know exactly what better option I can do against that Gardevoir. I just am trying to kill it. I hear this made me really sad. At this point, I had almost given up because I have no way to really kill Caesar at this point. This is a decently tanky Caesar, and it hits pretty dang hard too. And now that my only other fire move, I knew something was going to probably die here. I mean, it could have gone to Deontay, but he probably has a steel move. At this point, I think I know all but one of his moves. He has U-turn. Up to this point, I know he has U-turn, Knockoff, and Roost. And I'm assuming his other move is Bullet Punch, right? So I'm like, oh dear. I go into Rock Candy. Why did I go into Rock Candy? Because I didn't want anything else. Luckily, he swapped out, which really confused me, because I thought he would just go straight for the Bullet Punch. He would have won that fight, like Deontay v. Caesar. Caesar wins that. So that kind of confused me of why he swapped out. Put a little bit of doubt in my mind that he did have Bullet Punch, but who knows. I swap into Celebi here, and he HP. This is HP Fire. I found out later, after the battle's over. I kill Rotom. That was great. If I ever get the chance to set a proxy again, boom. She wishes. I get the paralysis, and then I U-turned out of there. Now that I can outspeed thanks to paralysis, I decided Deontay's probably going to be the best. That wish, if that wish didn't happen, might have been able to kill it. I decided to set up rocks because I was like, he's just going to wish protect me otherwise, right? Or just kill me. So I shocked in there, and I'm just I'm at this point just like really worried. I'm like, what the heck do I do? There's nothing I can really do. He pulls out the hyper voice. I do outspeed here, thankfully, so I U-turn out. I think I sack off Deontay. Yeah, because Deontay's so low. Just get rid of her. He's not going to do anything. So this is going to force a switch, I think. Or it eventually forces a switch. This Caesar is the death of me. I swap out, basically sacking off little Celebi. So here my only hope is, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, Gardevoir is low enough, same with Tornadus, that Rock Slide will kill both of them, but I'm like, I highly doubt Rock Slide kills a Caesar here. But I'm like, what if I get the flinch? But it doesn't really matter because he does have Bullet Punch. I do get the crit. That was nice, but I do lose. Overall, I think I did. This is one of my better battles this season thus far. Like, my biggest mistake was sacking off Volcanion, because I should have known that that's the only way I'm killing Caesar, is Volcanion. Sacking off Volcanion there when I could have swapped into Deontay, I was just so scared of that potential Steel Wing or Iron Tail. But, yep, another loss for me. That's not really surprising. I am now finally last place in the leaderboards, the place where I am most comfortable and used to. So, maybe we'll eventually turn this around. We'll see. But thanks for watching, guys.